So I made a huge discovery the other day, and I feel like a really bad instructor, and I don't know, maybe I've been a little too hard on our students. So let me explain. So these are the fins I use. They're Scuba Pro jet fins at the moment. I have some Dive Right tech fins coming, but right now I've had these since, well, I've had a black pair since, 10 years when I did my dive master. I love these things, and I could do perfect frog kicks, back finning, helicopter, and I always took it for granted that they're easy to do. So we were out doing a fun dive last week, and one of the guys was like, "Can you help me with my frog kicks, because I just can't do them?" And I'm like, "It's so easy." And I was just showing him. We're going through the exact motions, everything, and he just could not do it. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it's the fins. So underwater, we traded fins, and I put his fins on. Let me show you those. So here they are. They're basically Maris Quattros. There's a lot of different variants that look the same. And when I put them on, I couldn't even move. Like let me see. They basically just folded in half. When I was kicking, they didn't push the water at all. So even though I had the form and I was doing the right frog kicks, I wasn't even pushing the water. I even switched to flutter kicks, and I was kicking as hard as I could like this, and they were bending so much that I wasn't moving at all. So that kind of negates the whole purpose of having a frog kick, because when you do a frog kick, I could do one kick and glide, and then when I'm about to stop, I do another kick and glide. I could get across our 15-meter pool in 2 kicks, where if you're doing flutter kicks, you're never stopping, and I think it takes like 15 kicks to get across the pool. And that directly relates to your surface air consumption, your breathing rate and all that, because you're doing way more work. But now I'm doing frog kicks where I'm not even moving. I'm doing way more work again. So I was like, light bulb. It's like a light bulb moment. All fins are not created equal. And on the other hand, he put on my jet fins, and he was doing perfect frog kicks all of a sudden. And moving through the water, he's like, oh my God. So then we came up above water, and I wanted to talk to him about it. And I was like, so how did that feel? He's like, night and day. Of course, jet fins, mine, they don't bend at all. They push the freaking water. They do their job. But on the other hand, his calf muscles were super sore, and right here, I mean, it's a workout. But he was gliding through the water like a freaking pro. And I was like, oh my God, this is as an instructor, a light bulb moment for me, because I'm a relatively new instructor, and I'm getting new little techniques for every little thing. I mean, it doesn't say anywhere in the open water that you have to teach frog kicking, but if you want better students or the outcome to be better, you teach all these extra things. So yeah, I think we even have footage where I'm in his fins, and I'm just not I'm kicking hard, and I'm not moving at all. No matter what kind of kick I did, I'm just barely moving forward. And then with these fins, as you can see, one kick and I could glide as far as I want, and it was amazing. So just having him put on a stiffer, heavier, nicer fin, it completely changed everything. Now, even when just for a regular dive, no current, nothing, just a regular dive, him having efficient kicks and about 10 times less kicks and energy, I think he gained about 15 minutes on his tank that he normally does. 11-liter tank. I think he went to like 70 something minutes where it used to be less. So just changing up the fins, he was able to do perfect frog kicks on one dive and improve his sack rate and everything else. So yeah, that was kind of a light bulb moment for me. Some of you old OG instructors are probably like, yeah, duh, idiot. But I love these little things that just make me a better teacher and a better student myself. So, by the way, I got my Dive Right fins coming. Everybody is a huge fan of those. I can't wait to try those. So I'll definitely be making comparison videos with those dive right fins. So that is so crazy. If you've gone your whole dive career with like tech fins or jet fins or something like that, you know, RK3s or dive rights, whatever, and then you put on these just normal fins. I mean, these are not cheap. Don't get me wrong. Mars, Quattro, you know, stuff like that. I mean, this is obviously why we don't use free diving fins. They're just too damn flimsy, man. I was just folding them in half trying to push that water, where my big stiff jet fins, they push the water. They propel the water any direction I want to go. Front, backwards, helicopter. I don't have to use my hands at all. These ones, I found myself like, let's go. I felt like a brand new diver, and now I have an understanding of what my brand new divers or students go through. So I'm here to tell you, fins make a massive difference when it comes to, you know, kicking technique and your air consumption. I mean, you saw how hard I was trying to kick. It was like running instead of walking. I was like, God dang. So yeah, instead of you guys, I see you in the forums always asking how to improve your air consumption, and other people giving bad advice like, oh, just get a bigger tank, you'll last longer, or get your instructor or your tank facility to give you 220 bar, overfill it a little bit. Come on, that's not gonna help you in the end. Just get some breathing techniques, some practice in with proper kicks, and practice with proper fins. So I have a new appreciation for this stuff. I'm gonna go and get my new dive right tech fins, and I'm gonna do a proper video like comparing them to my jet fins and stuff that I'm used to. And yeah, as you can see, I'm a little worn out just from kicking so fast, and the fin just folds in half. It's like I was doing just as good when I had no fins on. It was crazy. So yeah, more tutorials coming next week.